Okay, okay. All right.
Okay.
Just 1 second. Hey, what's going on, Mary?
Hey, how are you?
Just great, just great. We're waiting for another lady to come aboard. Wait,
Okay.
we're waiting on Denise.
Great. Sorry with all my questions this morning.
No, no, that your questions were appropriate.
I'm kind of new to the Zoom thing. My husband has Teams and
Okay. Oh, there's Denise. Hey, Denise.
Hi, how are you?
I'm just great. I'm just great.
good afternoon.
So, starting out, have you ladies played around with the software?
I have played around with it and I'm frustrated with it.
Okay.
I've had it for like 4 months
Okay.
and I try to watch the YouTube videos that they put out. And I push all the buttons they tell me, and he goes, "Oh, look, the rhinestones go whoosh, and my rhinestones don't go whoosh."
I get it. I get it. What about you, Denise?
I haven't, I'm looking over here because I have another monitor where I can actually
Oh,
see.
that's okay. I do too.
Yeah. I haven't played in the software. I do not have it. I'm thinking about having it. I'm not sure. So I thought I'd just sit in a class and see.
Okay. Okay. So what type of things are you ladies interested in making and creating?
I have grandchildren that do cheer and gymnastics.
Okay.
So I have actually been creating uh, frustrating, like sports bras, t-shirts, things like that. I don't have it with me. I have it downstairs. I have bought off Etsy, like I they're already pre-cut, so I've done like 4 layers. I did a tiger that I'm kind of really proud of. It's like a 4 layer, but I didn't cut it myself.
Okay.
That's what got me into buying the program because my grandkids now are coming to me being like, "Oh, my team wants sports bras." And
Gotcha. Gotcha. So
so right now I'm doing it for them. Um, eventually, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth opening a shop or not. It's one of those things.
okay.
There's so many of you all out there, and it's like,
At at the end of the day, um, when it's all about what you want, what you desire, I would say that. Because when I first got started, I knew right off bat, like, okay, I want to do custom shirts. I want to do custom shirts for people's birthdays,
yep,
for anniversaries.
yep.
So I started off, doing names. That's the easiest way to get started is doing names. Big like the shirt I got on right now, oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Where'd you go?
I got so well you can see the RO, and then when I come up a little bit, you can see the rest of the shirt.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
beautiful.
I'm doing bold names like that, whatever that person's name was, it was just more so name shirts. From there, um, Straight Outta Compton, the movie had just came out, and everybody was making those shirts that said straight out of, and they would put their neighborhood in there.
Right.
Um, that was you. Do you know what I'm talking about, Denise? Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Kinda, yeah.
Seen
Okay,
it.
let me see. Let me show. Let me show.
Yeah, this is this is the type of stuff that I need to do.
Let me see here. I like it. I like it. Let me make it bigger for everyone. Hold on. Boom. Okay. Yes.
Pretty.
Yes, with the scatter effect.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that my grandchildren wear, and that's what I'm interested,
Yeah, that can easily be achieved. I will show you how that can be achieved today, to where you can pretty much
Right.
do.
I designed that logo, but the timeline got to such that I got frustrated on that, and then I had to pay somebody to do it. Even though I designed it
Right.
and I tried to do it, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Well, they needed it by actually yesterday," so then I had to pay somebody.
What cutters are you working with?
I have a Cricut.
What do you have, Denise?
I have a Cricut and a Cameo.
Okay. Okay. So I have a Cricut that I do not use, but I also have uh a large format cutter that comes on a stand with the wheels and things of that nature.
Mhm.
I started off with a similar cutter, but it was a desktop version.
Mm-hmm.
It had the rollers and the wheels that went behind it where you could sit the vinyl and the flock. And it was a desktop setup of a similar commercial machine. I only went out and bought the Cricut to help others that had the Cricut be able to cut the rhinestone designs that I have on Etsy.
See, that was my question is do you feel now that you're into it, does the Cricut limit me? Do you think that might be not that I'm going to do it professionally, but do you think I need to go to either a Cameo or just to a regular other cutter?
Uh,
I don't think the cutter limits you. I think the software is what limits people.
Okay.
The
here's what
cutter,
it is.
I mean,
So, Mary, if you're doing 40 shirts of the exact same design, right?
Once I got the flock done, that's
Yeah, that part. So no, the Cricut does not limit you at all.
okay.
You know what I mean?
I
You're
already got my husband to splurge for the program. I already splurged for the program.
yeah. So how much did you pay for your Cricut? 300?
Oh, I bought yeah, because I bought my Cricut several years ago.
Yeah.
Back before, because I only started the Rhinestones last year, just a few, like in October of last year.
What about you, Denise?
my Cricut is old. It's a maker. It's the original, and it's perfectly fine. I just buy new blades. I haven't had an issue with it. The Cameo doesn't cut as good as my Cricut does.
Yeah, because I'm glad you said it because I was thinking about a lot of people have both, and I was like, oh, maybe I need to get both because I hear people talk about the Cameo, and I'm like, oh,
That was a waste of money to me. That's to me because
okay.
my Cricut does, but I'm not doing out lavish things either.
Okay.
That's why I'm in this class. But I saw on Facebook where you use the rhinestones with vinyl.
Yes, that's what
I thought it was DTF, but it was vinyl, right?
it started off as vinyl, but it's actually a mixture of it's either going to be vinyl or sublimation or DTF. Or if you have all three, depends on how you design it in your mind and what piece you want to be DTF, what piece you want to be vinyl, what piece you want to be rhinestone. That's where it all breaks down at.
Well, Ray, it's funny because they say you can't put rhinestones on vinyl, correct?
You cannot.
Right.
But yet these women in cheer are putting rhinestones on vinyl bows. They're making bows. Is that because they don't wash it?
No. Okay, so there's a few different types of vinyl that it works with. It works with glitter. You can put rhinestones on top of glitter because glitter has the texture that once the glue melts into the glitter, it holds on to that surface.
Okay.
And and flock, Caesar flock,
Okay.
Really?
because it has the threads in the flock. So when you press the rhinestones into the flock, it holds on to the flock. Those two I have been able to successfully um, create and wash time after time, and the stones do not fall off.
Really?
Correct.
That's good to know.
So when
Yeah, because I was wondering, these women are putting the rhinestones on top of the glit, they're pressing on or they're doing ribbon, then pressing glitter,
Yeah,
vinyl, and then putting rhinestones on top of that, and then twisting their bows.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So it all really depends on the surface to which they're pressing it to. If the surface has something to adhere to and it's not flat like plastic, then most vinyl is, it's got that smooth surface. No matter how long you press the rhinestones onto there, once it cools, it just it doesn't adhere to
So
the
your shirt is a punch out then, it's not on top of vinyl.
no. So I've been at this for quite some time. This shirt is actually, let me go to video. Let me go to video settings. Let me take off my virtual background. None. Here we go. So this shirt is actually sublimated. So the
Oh, okay.
gray, it's 100% polyester shirt, and the white and the gray, as you can see in his face, you can still see the shirt through his face.
Okay.
So I sublimated the shirt with the outline and the black, and then I just put the stones right on top of the shirt, on top of the ink.
Okay.
And the rhinestones just made the shirt pop. These were some crazy rhinestones that I got from TRW, so they look different. They don't even look like rhinestones. They look like little marbles or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but to answer your question, this exact same shirt can be created using DTF, where the rhinestones would press on top of the DTF, or it can be created with vinyl to where the black areas that you see can either be glitter vinyl or the flock vinyl, or you wouldn't put vinyl right there at all, you know?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Because the shirt that I make, I do pop-ups and found that there was one shirt that I made that sold itself over and over and over. And now I'm at a point where I want to do something different. Well,
Right.
you want to do something different. But when I saw the Facebook university, Rhinestone University, and I saw that you had the rhinestones on, and I'm saying, is that DTF? Is that vinyl? I didn't know you can put it on top of vinyl, blah, 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 blah. And that's why I says, oh no, I got to be in this class to see what is the rhinestone on. I have put rhinestone on sublimation. I have a sublimation printer.
Yeah, I haven't gone into sublimation yet.
Sublimation is a game changer. I
So
love it.
that's where I need to invest in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
for sure. For sure. I mean, sublimation can take you down the aisle of doing tumblers, doing hats, doing puzzles,
Everything.
everything.
Basically, that's just a printer.
It's just a printer. Yep. Yep. The best one right now that I would say that's budget friendly is the the Echo Tank 15,000. I think the last time I saw it on, it's an Epson. The last time I saw it online, it was about $3.99 maybe,
Oh wow, that's not.
or maybe between $3.99 and $5.99. But it's one of those machines that you will get that you don't have to really worry about doing maintenance. You don't really have to worry about cleaning the print heads and things of that nature. Buy it, put that sublimation ink in it, and just keep rebuying the ink. And it's such an easy process. I've been down sublimation alley to where I've converted sublimation printers to where I went and bought 100 sublimation printers and started converting them and was selling them. And if you're hardcore in it and you're definitely on a budget, searching your city or your town on Marketplace, you can find a sublimation printer for people just giving them away. But then you pretty much got to clean the print head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to use certain types of shirts, or can you just use any?
100% polyester.
So they do have to be polyester.
Yes, 100% polyester, but you got to remember there's levels to this. You have cheap polyester shirts that feel super, super silky. And then you have thicker, where almost knitted together polyester shirts that are a little more heavyweight. So, what brands do I use? I use so many different brands. Hold on. Here's a Jerseys. That's a good brand of polyester shirts.
It'd be 20.
And Sport Tech. Sport Tech.
Okay.
I use.
There's a brand that I bought that I don't even remember how much I paid, but I says, oh, it was more than I want to pay. And I says, well, let me try it because I was using the Cricut shirts. And I said, let me step up, buy a better jersey. And I'm finding that the Cricut jerseys outweighs all these expensive ones.
Oh, really?
Because I made a shirt with my name on it, with my business name on it, and I still have it. And maybe washed it 3 times. And the white is like, it looks dirty as if it's not even clean. And I paid not a lot of money, but I paid more than you would pay for the Cricut. And so with any customers, I just use the Cricut brand and I just leave it at that.
Yes. Good point. So when you have an LLC and you're able to buy from a distributor such as SIAM or S&S Apparel, I would say the going rate for me for a sublimation shirt, or for any shirt that matter that I'm going to be buying and then decorating and then reselling in the sense of that nature of custom, $5 is like, okay, $5. I know I'm gonna get a good, decent quality shirt. And then if the customer is really picky, then I may go up to $7.50, because I think I think Cricut shirts are probably $10 now at Hobby Lobby if you don't catch them on sale.
I get them on sale.
Yeah, got to get them on sale. So when I was heavy using the Cricut brand, I was catching them for about $6.99. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love going that route. You're right. They are a great shirt, but you can't get them in bulk. You got to go to the store, get what they have readily available on demand.
Mm-hmm.
These 100% is 21M is the next shirt. Mm-hmm. The next shirt in competition with that. And there's a few others, $6 or $7, but I've tried the ones for $2, $3. They'd be like $3.90 if you're getting them from a SIAM or a distributor. No, this isn't one. I stopped buying them, so I don't have any here to actually go by. What's this here?
But you stand by the Jersey 21M is right next to Cricut, because I haven't tried that one. But
Jersey 21M.
Okay.
And they come in an array of colors, This right here that I have on. Yep.
Making my dress.
Yeah, this is a Sport Tech. They pretty good too. And as you can see, it comes in this. They have different colors of this style of shirt, and the lighter ones you can sublimate on and still be able to see your image. So that's let me give y'all a little bit of background on me and how I got started, and then where I am today and the type of value that I can provide to others. So when I first got into rhinestone shirts, I was a buyer. I was on the other end. Men's rhinestone shirts, typically when you go into a high fashion mall in New York or in any high fashion mall in a good city, not the out in the suburbs, but downtown Chicago, something like that. Rhinestone shirts went from $100, $200, $300.
Oh my gosh.
For men. And I was one that was buying these shirts. So I'm out of town one day. I'm in Florida and I'm looking for rhinestone shirts. I put in Google rhinestone shirts, and instead of taking me to a mall, it took me to a warehouse of the brand that I was interested in. I walk into this warehouse and I start seeing shirts. I start seeing machines. I did not even know what I was looking at, but I was intrigued. I was like, oh my God, this is where they make the shirts at. how did the GPS bring me here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, something came over me, and I was like, okay. When I walked out of there, um, I no longer had a need to search for rhinestone shirts. My next search into the prompt was how to make rhinestone shirts. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Kind
So
of like the way I was when I first, yep. It was like, oh,
the rest of my weekend out of town was spent in my phone, in my laptop, looking at all these videos on how to make rhinestone shirts because I just saw something that I was like, they make them like I didn't know, I didn't really
right,
understand how they were made or how they were created, but now I was like off on this journey of, well, you can make these things,
right. I can do that.
right? So 6 months later, 6 months of research, looking at so much stuff online to this software, that software, what was it? People were using Illustrator, people were using different types of software to create, but no one was really had the step-by-step process, until I stumbled across TRW, the Rhinestone Wizard, and I was like, okay. It seemed like they were just at the beginning. And I paid for a training course. No, I didn't even pay for a training course. They were free and readily available online because he was using the training course to sell the product, so
Well,
I
see,
was
he doesn't offer any training, does he now?
They do. Through the site, they have so many different trainings and webinars that you can go to, but I haven't stayed up to date on after my first couple of classes, you know, and when they started changing the software. I think that's what happens to a lot of people when you go online. You see different versions of the software and you catch it at different times and it's like, oh my God, so this one is different than the last one, like, and it's hard to
This is where I get upset with him. I paid, what, $800, and now I have to pay to see his webinars to learn it. I got to pay to join his webinars to learn it, and I don't think that's fair.
it is. It's the nature of business.
I think he should at least give me maybe 30 or 60 days free with my $800 that I paid for the software. Because now I go back to look, though, at a lot of his YouTube videos, and they're not even the up-to-date versions.
That's what I was saying. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So over time, as they created the software and the software got better, they offered what was called upgrades. So you had to pay to upgrade to the next level. Um, now that we're on 5.0, it encompasses every level below it. So it has all of the same tools, even though they may be in different places in different areas. That's what can make it tricky for people to follow along when they find a video online regarding this tool, but then it doesn't line up with their current software.
Yep.
So once I got in that course and I started taking that class, I didn't even realize that I would turn into teaching it. I was learning the software just like everyone else, and I was using the software to create shirts and apparel for my neighborhood, my close friends, relatives, and community. One day, the Most High talked to me, and he was like, no, now that you know how to use it, I need you to help people. And I'm like, so you want me to just give it away for free? Like, and just and help people in that magnitude? He was like, I mean, if that's how you see it, like, you know what I mean, but listen to what I'm telling you, and I need you to help people. So that's when I started my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel was to help people along so they could see the process of how to create these shirts. Not the whole process, because I didn't understand what he meant when he said teach people and help people. So I started off with me under the heat press, putting together the shirts, showing people how to line things up, showing people how to sublimate, tape the sheets together, and make these shirts. And then I was like, okay, so what do I do now? Like, and he said, start a Facebook group, Rhinestone University, and because you're not showing them, you know what I mean? You got to show people like from the start. So I'm like, okay, I get it now. So that's when the training classes started. The training classes started showing people, okay, we can always buy rhinestone transfers and easily press them on, get them in the mail, open the package, line it up, and press it on. You know what I mean? We can always go out there and find pretty much anything that we want on Etsy. It might not be what you want to a T, but if it's for a holiday or for a gift or for whatever, we can pretty much find it, purchase it, and press it on. But what happens when you want to create something unique?
Correct.
Something that, like you say, the dance team will only be able to get something unique if they outsource it, if they reach out to another person who's doing what you want to do. So at the forefront, let's get into this. All right. So as I go along, I like to show people where I'm at now. So this is one of my latest designs. When I say my latest design, I use ChatGPT to create this individual as a cartoon. He said he has some shoes that he's trying to match with. These are the particular shoes right here. And in order to do that prompt, all I did was came over to ChatGPT.
What is that?
We don't see it though.
It's hold on. Wait a minute.
That's AI, Mary.
Oh, yeah, I'm not into AI. I think no.
That's amazing too, though.
Yes, yeah. It will speed up your life, your workflow. Tap into this now because it's game changing. When I say it's game changing, it truly is game changing, and it will help you along on your journey to create art, that's officially all yours. Let me log in here. Want to continue with Google. All right. Let's see here. I'm just going through my recent prompts that I did. Let's see here. So this is me pretty much as a baby. I have on my rhinestone shirt that I designed. You can see my mohawk, you can see my Ray-Ban glasses or a version of them. And that's one simple prompt that I use. Let's see here. I did this for my look. I was moving too fast because it had put together me a flyer already based on everything that I stated when I typed it into the Rhinestone University group. I just placed that here. See, this is exactly what I wrote into the group.
And it made a poster.
Yes, it actually broke it down for me. Broke everything down for me, and I was able to copy and paste this back into the group in a more professional way. But then it also had created me this flyer that I didn't even see because it was still generating it when I left.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. So I say use these images, create me a detailed vector graphic line art image of this person as a cartoon character. Resemble facial features. The character is standing next to a speaker because he's a DJ. The character is wearing retro Jordan grapes. So I placed a picture there and I placed two reference photos of the individual. That one and that one. And this is what it gave me.
Wow.
He said he was looking for a shirt. He wanted the shirt to match his shoes. I got a little more creative with it, and I was like, how about him on the shirt wearing the shoes, you know, with our famous Cincinnati logo hat? And then I took that design there, drug it into Corel Draw, and of course, added the color, you know. Now he has his name here in Rhinestones up top. I was adding rhinestones to the speakers and of course to his shirt. I may do the hat too as well, but I wasn't trying to get too detailed with it because he only wanted it done for $90. So that was his budget. I didn't want to go past his budget, you know, but the design fee I charged him $55 alone, you know. So, but you got to realize I took the power of Chat GPT and was able to create that design in 2 minutes.
Really? Wow.
You know, once you get a load of prompts, use those prompts over and over and over again to help you create whatever you can think of. Let me show you. I'm gonna use one of you two as an example to create what we are thinking of right now in the moment, what we would like to put on a shirt.
Okay, because I want to see how once you drag it in, I want to see how how you get all them rhinestones to line up and everything.
Oh, we're going to have fun.
All
All right. I'll typically use Chat GPT on my
Now, is this a software that's free or you gotta buy, or what is chat? Like I said, I've never heard of it.
Okay, so it's free. You can use it every day. They do have a limit on it. They do cap the limit to how many prompts you can do in a day. But it totally depends. So ChatGPT is artificial intelligence that you use to do a multitude of things. Whatever you can think of that you're trying to brainstorm about, use ChatGPT, this artificial intelligence, to help you brainstorm and create what you want to create. Whether it's a presentation, whether you want it can write essays for you. It can do everything that a human being brain can do, but just a million times faster.
So people in every day is, like I said, I'm retired, so I'm not out in the working world. So people in the working world use this chat GPT for, like you said, writing presentations. So it's used for everything, not just graphics and
Correct.
Oh wow.
It's used for whatever you can imagine. You just got to go to chatgpt.com, jump in there and say, hey, my name is Mary Jane. You know what I'm saying? And she will conversate with you. And
that's some scary stuff.
and take you where you want to go, you know?
Wow.
You can write scripts for movies and it will write the entire script for the entire movie and break it down scene by scene and give you character detail and everything.
This is actually the stuff that they're talking about when I see on the news of all these movie stars that or this is the stuff they use when they say that they're stealing their videos and their songs, and this is like the stuff that's being used to.
Yes. In a way, people are trying to be creative and recreate things that may go viral. So, yeah. Let me show you. So let's start a new chat here in the top.
Anything, it could be used for good and bad.
We're gonna use you right now. You're gonna experience this right now in full-fledged for the first time.
Okay.
So, what would you like to create? We're going to use it from a creative standpoint, and then we're going to talk to it for a second.
You go for it.
Okay, let's see here. I am a dance instructor, right?
Okay.
I have a group of Are they teenage or middle age? What's the age?
Teenage.
Teen age dancers, and we need a new outfit design and logo. What's the name of the team?
Surge.
The name of the dance team is called Surge. Please create me something fabulous. Okay, so you want to talk to it as if this is your personal assistant for whatever you can imagine you need help with. Okay, we're going to just hit enter. Boom. Anything that you can imagine, you have this personal assistant in your pocket who's going to deliver this type of information. A surge is a powerful forward movement. Think electricity, waves, and unstoppable energy. The design will reflect bold motion, rhythm, and unity.
Correct.
Good design, electric pulse, style, gives you the modern streetwear performance fit. You know, it gives you colors. We can change the colors how we see fit if we like to. Okay. So after it gives you all the breakdown, you know, it comes down here to the bottom. It says, so what would you like? A visual mock-up of the logo and outfit, a print-ready flyer or team merch sheet, logo and outfit and rhinestone version for sparkle stage wear. We're not going to do that because it will show us a great outfit, but in order for us to recreate that outfit, let me see here. Let me see. We're going to choose a visual mock-up and logo and outfit in rhinestone version. Please show me a visual mock-up. Come on. Of the, let's say I know how to type. Logo and outfit, as well as the logo and outfits in rhinestone version. Okay, boom, enter. So as you play around with it, the more and more you play around with it, it's going to remember you. It's going to remember things that you like. It's going to, I mean, this is your friend that remembers, you know.
So it has a memory.
It's don't be afraid of artificial intelligence. Use it.
Well, I mean, it's just like when you search anything on Facebook. Like my husband will be looking up something for motorcycle parts or whatever. And next thing on my Facebook, I get all this stuff from Harley Davidson and different parts and stuff. I'm like, oh, you were
Yeah.
looking for parts, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even have Facebook.
Oh yeah. So it's in this new age world that we are transcending to, we're faced with everything that they told us that it will be, you know, everything that they prophesize, you know, or predicted for the future, you know, and we are here able to experience and we're living in it, you know. I don't shy away from it. You know, when they come out with smart contacts where I can blink and answer the phone, I'm going to have a pair of those. So
Didn't they have a pair of glasses that you could?
I got them on right now.
Oh, you could talk through your glasses.
Oh yeah.
They did away with those because they said something about they were spying on people or something.
They working on version 3, 3.
Oh wow.
Right now. I mean, because think about it. We can still pull out our phone and hit record at any moment, you know.
Yeah. Look, I'm all for it. I don't have anything to hide. If you know, unless you're doing something you're not supposed to do.
The laws
You
of
can record me all day long, watch me all day long. I'm boring. I'm gonna sit in my little craft room and craft it all day long. So
when it comes to creating images with ChatGPT, this is where it can take a long time. As you can see, it's still circling and generating the image. And image creation is what it takes up, I'm not sure how many points you get per day, but image creation is what takes up the most of them. So we can do research, we can do documentation, we can do news type stuff all day long and go back and forth with Chat GPT, creating, a movie, a script, or whatever. But once you get into image creation, like, what's going on here? It may take.
Okay, now can you buy a subscription if you like this so much and you're in a business? Can
you
you?
can, you can most definitely. You can come down here to the upgrade plan here, and for $20 a month, you get a little more, and then the
Oh, okay.
pro version for 200 a month. And I'm like, I'll never pay 200 a month
Oh no.
for software. That's ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just use it, at the free level for right now. I may go to the $20 a month. Depends on how much more I create. But for right now, I'm using Chat GPT, to create my designs as
Right.
well as to create babies. I started a whole new YouTube channel with
Just babies?
just baby versions of celebrities and rap stars and comedians, and I'm recreating their skits or their videos as babies, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm getting a substantial amount of views, but we'll see what happens here on the 15th when they change their AI laws for YouTube. Depends on what you can promote, but uh,
Also, that's my other question. What version of CorelDRAW do you have?
I have.
You have 2025.
Let me see here. I can't remember because
It shows us, it just had it up there, 5.
Yeah, I think you have 2025.
where y'all see that at?
Your screen, you had it up.
Yeah, I think it's 2025. CorelDRAW.
It said 5 point.
No, his is Design Wizard 50, but your CorelDRAW is 2025.
Well, let's see here.
So that's two different softwares we're talking about.
I have CorelDRAW 2024.
Yeah, that's the other thing. When I bought my TRW, mine's 2021.
2021. But also you can see I had CorelDRAW X7. So that's more so like 2016. No, I bought it in 2015 is when I bought the software. That was CorelDRAW X7. They don't even support that software anymore. That software stopped working for me about 6 months ago. So I had to go out there and rebuy CorelDRAW over again. And for this version right here, I think I paid 400.
Because some of the videos I watch, some of my things on CorelDRAW aren't the same as some of the tutorials I've been going back watching some CorelDRAW tutorials, and it's like some of my icons aren't the same, and it's confusing as well. But
I was hoping that it gave me a visual. Let me refresh and see. Maybe it just got caught up. Okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. So we would use this as just a visual representation of, okay, that's not bad. I like how they did the S with the S is like a half lightning bolt. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Inside of the circle. Great. Okay. So I like that. Right. So in order to use that to create your rhinestone template, you would say, looks great. Can you create a vector graphic line art image of that exact design?
Now you have to. What's line art? You couldn't say just a vector graphic.
I could say vector graphic, but line art is black and white primarily. So that's what we're pretty much looking for. I want it to be the circle with the S and with the word surge, but I want it to be black and white vector graphic line art where it looks like a cartoon. You know, it has the thick bold outlines and then the area for we can feel in the inside.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna let that do its thing. In the meanwhile, we're going to go to Google.
Who?
Google.
Oh, Google. I thought you said goo goo.
Same thing. Lightning. We're gonna type in lightning bolt, and we can type in vector, or we can type in SVG for scalable vector graphic. Boom. There we have our lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So the internet is not what it used to be. Everything, ever since they started incorporating AI is built into everything. So let's just say lightning bolt in the shape of an S.
Oh.
Bong. So now we get all of these different lightning bolt S's. Okay. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. I want to see what they may have came up with. And it looks like, I don't know why it's going to be spinning. Let's refresh.
The wheel of death.
No, a lot of people are using more and more people are using ChatGPT every day. So the servers are getting more and more bogged down until they, move on to bigger servers. They didn't expect. Okay. It's still working here, as we can see. So I learned how to talk to ChatGPT just over time and knowing. Oh,
so that's the line art that you asked for.
That's the vector graphic line art that I asked for. That's exactly what they did. They took this and they turned it. They made the S just a little different. I like how they had the top of the S sticking out here. But look at that. So what we would do from here is we would take and download this. Now, we can create this art inside of CorelDRAW without the help of ChatGPT. But as you can see, ChatGPT helps you to type your thoughts into it and let it do its magic, and you'll be using it all of the time. Next time you want to do a recipe or you want to do something different, just type in the ChatGPT. I'm thinking of making a such and such caramel cheesecake or whatever, and it will give you what you need. All right, we're going to open back CorelDRAW. I'm going to open up a new page here. Boom. We're going to just drag that in from our download folder. Boom. There it is. Now, mind you, if we wanted to create a shirt, a fun, artistic shirt, we can just take this image and cut it out with vinyl. We got ourselves a shirt if we wanted to. But we just want this surge here. They spelled it wrong over here. I just noticed that. Right click. We're going to outline trace. So this is the same format for every image that you may find when you're finding images online. But of course, we created this one. So that's why I love using ChatGPT. Nobody else in the world has this image because it was just created for us. Even if they put in the exact same prompt, they're not going to get this exact same image. All right, so we just vector. Let me go back because I forgot Denise is just using it for the first time. So let's go back. We're going to right click, outline trace, and clip art. So inside of this screen is the power trace feature. The power trace feature allows you to turn this image here that was pixelated into vector graphic line art. So as you can see, it did it pretty well. It may have messed up her eye over here, messed up his eye. We can click and add more detail if we wanted to by just sliding the detail, and it would give us more detail. Still didn't quite fix that eye though, but I think it did. We just can't really tell. So let's hit OK. Of course, right, you can remove the background color if it had a background color, which it did. You can see the background color was white, and now the background is transparent. So I have it on remove background color. I have objects set to merge adjacent, remove overlap, and then delete original. Now, all of this, for the most part, was set up already. All I had to do was click the button, and it did it automatically. I think the only thing I added was in this drop-down window here, I changed it to remove background color. So I hit OK. And as you can see, if we look at it with the wireframe, okay? When you're in CorelDRAW, meaning CorelDRAW is illuminated up here. You can see the green. As you hover over things, it will pop up and let you know what it is that you're looking at. When you're in Design Wizard, as you can see, now CorelDRAW is grayed out. So if I hover over something in CorelDRAW, I'm not seeing that pop up anymore. You want to take note of that Design Wizard is a plugin that's used inside of CorelDRAW. Okay, so now that we have Design Wizard activated, as you can see here, because it's dark here, when I click here, it goes light. When you're activated and you're hovering over things in the Design Wizard, now you can see the pop-ups. It's vice versa. So if you're over here on CorelDRAW and CorelDRAW is activated and you're hovering over things in the Design Wizard, you will not see the pop-up. You have to switch back and forth from them, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be like, oh, I'm not seeing the pop-ups because I'm not activated over here, and then you'll start seeing the pop-ups again. Rule of thumb, though, at the bottom of the wizard, so let's say we have CorelDRAW activated and we're just hovering over here trying to find our next move or what we're going to do next, and we're not seeing the pop-ups. They will always pop up down here on this bottom line here. So as you can see, when I hover over that, it shows you what that button does, and that's always going to be a given down here inside the Design Wizard. So that way, you may not want to click on the Design Wizard just yet, but you're over here searching for, okay, do I want to use this button? What do I want to use? And you will see it down here. Rule of thumb. I think that's the first thing people should learn when they're using these two softwares together. Okay. Now, we've already vectorized this image, but if we grab it, everything is still together. We want to right click and ungroup all. And I like to deselect after I do anything. I pretty much like to deselect, select the white area, deselect everything, give my mind a second to think about what I want to do next.
Can you ungroup from Design Wizard down there by the box?
What do you mean?
Down here to the right.
Oh, inside the Design Wizard?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It should be, yeah, that one.
Yep, ungroup everything selected. So
can you do it that way as well?
You can do it this way as well. I have to remember that it's down here. For the most part, I like to right click.
Yeah, I just was wondering, does it work that way? Because I've tried to ungroup before and it won't ungroup for me sometimes down there.
It does. You have to realize that right here. Let's see here. Let me try it because I don't use it down there too often, but I have used it a few times. I'm going to undo, make sure everything is still together. Okay. So I'm gonna highlight everything, and then I'm gonna hit ungroup. Boom. So it did it. It did it. Okay. I just don't use it down there too often because I'm so used to right clicking, and then most of things are inside of this right click menu. All right, so now that we have it ungrouped, you can go in there and say, we want his jacket to be that color. We want her jacket to be purple. We want his to be yellow. You know, we can go in there and color things how we want it, you know, create the color faces for everything. Everything is its own separate piece. So what we would want to do next is start grouping things together. We really only want this surge here.
As I say, we only want the logo, don't we?
Yeah. I was just going along to show you
okay.
how you could still take this image, you know, and create a colorful shirt using just this image if you wanted to. But for right now, I just wanted to show how every piece is its own separate piece. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to get everything that you want together. So I'm going to click on this S here. I'm going to hold shift. Holding shift allows you to grab multiple objects at once. So we're going to hold shift. We'll get this part to the circle. Get this part to the circle. I know what I'm getting because when you hover over it, you'll see the crosshair. When you not hover it over it, you won't see the crosshair. So we can see what's all in the crosshair like so. We want the inside of this S as well. Boom. And now we want the SURGE. And I may just go into the font and redo that all together. So we have our surge selected by holding down shift as we selected each and every piece of that part. I'm going to hover over it until I see the crosshair. You want to make sure you see the crosshair and then click and drag it out. Boom. Now we don't need the rest of this. Boom. We have our surge. I'm going to grab it. And now it's 2.81 inches here in the top left by 3.332. Don't get it confused with the X and Y coordinates located off further to the left. Those are the X and Y coordinates where this image is placed into this workspace. As you can see, as I move it, the X and Y coordinates start to change. The closer I get down here to the bottom left, as you can see, the closer it gets to the 0, which is the starting point of the X and Y coordinates. I'm going to make it bigger though. I'm going to size up my apparel. What I'm putting it on, I want to make it bigger like so. And this is where I inform everyone when it comes to doing custom apparel, you never want to guesstimate. You always want to grab the item that you're putting it on and measure that item to make sure that your design is not going to be too big or that it's not going to be too small. All right. I'm going to deselect. I can tell right now I do not like this surge here.
No, it goes up on the left.
And that's okay. I was ChatGPT created it as a visual representation for me, but I'm going to just redo it. So I'm going to go to my text tool by coming down here to the A. When you click on the text tool, things start to happen. So let me jump back just a second because when I teach this software, I don't want people to get overwhelmed with all of the buttons. You know, the meaning for the training is to show you how to use the software and hope that you use the software enough to where you start diving in from the basics and then start taking yourself intermediate by understanding let's close this down. When you first look at it, nothing is selected. Everything up here is referring to your workspace. So your workspace is, mine is 13 by 19 inches, as we can see right here. Right to the right of that, we can decide whether we want to go landscape or portrait. Everything on this screen only only is mentioning the workspace. So right here, we have our nudge object, our duplicate distance, and our nudge object. Don't worry about those. I don't use those here because we have them in the wizard. I didn't start using those. I was 8 years in before I even realized, oh, I can nudge it off to the side. Okay, that's different. So don't worry about it. I'm gonna teach you in the beginning because it's very valuable to know, but I didn't learn it till 8 years in. I had created thousands of designs already.
Does that nudge space go away sometimes? Because my nudge doesn't always stay up there, I don't think.
Yeah. So that's what I'm getting at. Right here, nothing is selected. The minute I select an object, boom, the whole screen up here changes.
Right.
And it lets you know exactly what you can do with said object. So I'm going to deselect it. It's going to go back to workspace.
Right.
Up here we have show rulers. So when it's on, you can see your rulers, which allows you to drag a ruler down, and rulers help you to line things up. So we can use this ruler, and I'm going to snap it right here to the edge of this E. That's when you have your snap tool on, it'll allow you to snap. I have snap tool, guidelines, and objects. So essentially I could, snap this S down, snap this U down, and then even turn this S by clicking on it once, clicking on it again, and it brings up the rotate, and I could rotate it like so and fix it. But I want it straighter and cleaner without, I want it to be an actual true type font. So
when you say snap to, will it allow it to go underneath, or you're saying it won't allow it to move past that line?
It will. See right here, it's not even snapped to it yet, but boom, I snapped it right there, and I can let go, and now it's on that line. But you can grab it and move it past that line, but you'll feel it when it's snapped. You'll feel it when it's snapped, and then let it go, and you know that it's straight on that line. One of the handy features that I love about the software. All right. So as you're going through, as you're playing with the software, just hover over things and be like, okay, that's the paste. I don't need that because we know that's Control V, Control C for copy, Control V for paste. It's pretty much universal when it comes to software. Everything else, don't even touch it. It's just all workspace stuff. You can go in there and play around with it. Full screen preview. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's hit escape. But don't worry about none of the extra stuff. As you're following the video and watching it back over, just apply the same steps to each image. As you're going along, as you're creating your custom products, you'll see things will come to you. It's almost like if you say you truly want to paint, you go out there and you buy all of the paint tools and everything, first you got to set up your easel. You set up your easel, you choose your paper, you choose your brush. As you start painting and learning things about the paint world, you will get better with painting as you go. Same with software. You got to do it. You got to jump in there and decide, okay, I'm going to paint today. You got to grab whatever you're going to paint and you got to practice. Same with the software, and it's going to, the more and more you use it, it comes to you to where it's like, Okay, do I want to do this way, or do I want to do this way, or do I want to do this way? Because there's so many different ways of doing things. So the tools along the side, as we hover over them, we have our select tool, our pick tool. Of course, we can pick like this. What I do? Oh, I click all the way over there. You can grab and pick like this by drawing a box around what you want to select. I just drew a box around everything and selected everything. Or I can go in there and just grab that E. Now I have only the E, as we can see the crosshair over it, and we can see the nodes around it. I can grab just the G and E. Even though I'm halfway over the R, I have to select the entire object in order to select it. So if I let go, it just has the G and E. So I can get just surge, let it go, and I have selected the word surge, and I can change the color. So let's say I just wanted this piece. I can just click directly on that piece because I know that it's not welded yet. And I can change the color. Now, let's say I wanted to click on this piece, hold shift and select this piece. Now I have both of them selected together, and you can see the crosshair over the red area here, over the black area here, or it will always place the crosshair directly in the center of both objects. So boom, I was able to grab it by grabbing the crosshair in the center. Let me Control Z and move it back. So let's say we want these two together always. I'm going to click on black. I'm going to hold shift, click on red. And now, as you can see up here, it changes. So in this bar right here is where your TRW toolbar will be. Inside the toolbar, we have, of course, the pick tool, which is located right here. We also have the freehand pick tool, which is located right here inside of the pick tool. So you'll start noticing that you can find the tools in multiple areas. Once you have it in your brain what that tool looks like, you're going to automatically be able to find it, regardless if it's in 2 or 3 different spots. As you can see right here, we have our wireframe, which shows the wireframe. Next, we have, let me click on it so you can see. I love using wireframe just to let me see it without the color and just see the lines on it. So I use wireframe a lot. We also have our enhanced view. Here is the B-spline tool. You might get into using the B-spline tool early, but it took me years to even touch that tool. Pretty handy tool though. 2-point line. Now these two tools are located right here inside of the freehand tool. So the tools you would notice will be located in multiple places. But once you start using a tool for a few times, you will automatically program into your memory what the icon looks like for that tool. Moving right along, let's see here. 3-point curve tool, that's inside of that the freehand tool as well. We have the combine tool. You'll use that here and there, but what you'll use a lot is weld. Simplify, you simplify at times, but I use weld and trim a lot. Weld and trim.
So you don't do simplify very often? Because I thought there was a lot of stuff that I've done where they said you had to simplify it before you can send it to like out to export it.
I don't use simplify too often at all. I would rather use my objects and trim out what I need trimmed out versus using the simplify. They also have other buttons here. So as you can see, we got weld here again. We got trim here. We have intersect. We have simplify here again. We have front minus back. And we have back minus front. As you're playing with them, as you're getting familiar with the software, you're going to decide which button that you like using the most, or which one that you resonate with, because for the most part, a lot of them do the same things depending on how you're using it. You'll familiarize yourself with how you like to use it. You might like my way, or you might decide, okay, I like simplify better, So it just totally depends.
So I have a question. Yesterday I was trying to make a word.
Okay.
Trying to put the coach's name on the back of a shirt. And I was in Design Wizard and I put the coach's name and I was trying to put it in vinyl and outline it in rhinestone.
Okay.
Okay, I did it. I went into the magic tab and I did a stone outline, with the outline, or, stone outline.
Yeah.
And I went to export it so I exported it. And when I went to upload it into Cricut,
Yeah.
it would not import my vinyl.
I know. I can almost imagine what happened.
So good. I'm glad you did, because it wasted a whole day and I could never get, all I could get is my rhinestones to import.
I can tell you what happened. I know what happened already. You have to remember to weld the text.
I did. I welded it all together. I highlighted it and I welded it.
So whenever I put something into Cricut Design Space and it doesn't come up, 9 times out of 10 it's text, and it's because it wasn't welded. That's the only thing.
I welded it, and because I remember them saying that, and I welded it together because I remember it all turned it to one color when I welded, and I said, well, that doesn't matter anyway because I'm going to be cutting it out. So
yeah, I'll have to look at that on a case basis.
Okay.
I will have to see it to dissect it.
So I ran out of time. I said, screw it. And I did it all vinyl. They didn't get any rhinestones.
I heard you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this black, I'm going to hold shift, select the red, and I'm going to weld it together. Boom. So now my red is welded together. If I grab it, those two pieces are together.
Okay.
We have this inside piece here to the lightning bolt. I'm going to change that to like gray. Boom. Okay. I'm going to redo my surge now. Click on there. SURGE. Now it's lowercase. That's okay. Because in the Design Wizard, let's open up the Design Wizard. We have this drop out window here, which has our font wizard located inside of it. The font wizard allows you to go uppercase, lowercase, title case. You can even do 2-color magic text, but it doesn't work too well right here. As you can see, it messes, it doesn't do it too well right there. Let's go to vertical. You can go vertical. So I love it. Let's go click it off of vertical. And let's go move this. We don't need that one. Okay. So we have our surge here. And I have it uppercase. We have all of our favorite fonts where you can load up your favorite fonts by just clicking on a font down here and hit add to favorites. So I have a few in my favorites for now. Impact, Milanello, Last Christmas. Oh, I like that one. That one is nice. All right. The TRW clean stone. So I have purchased a few rhinestone templates from TRW, but for the most part, I usually just take whatever text I'm going to be using and turn that into rhinestones. So where do you ladies find your fonts at?
Um, what is it?
The font?
That font, the font.
Yep.
Yeah.
Defont.com.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I have a lot of them on here that I've already downloaded. But yep, defont.com is pretty much where I've gotten all of my fonts at.
Yeah. Is that where you get yours, Denise?
Yes. It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can pretty much find, I mean, they got almost, if you can't find it there, really,
Yeah, if you can't find
it doesn't exist, I don't think.
it does, that just means that whoever created the font, they want money for it,
Yeah.
We'll pay for it. I bought a couple. I can't even think of the name of the one I bought.
I think I might have maybe bought one or two only because if it's been like somebody needed something like, I think that was a few years back when I first started. It might even have been a monogram one or something.
Yeah. All right, so here we have our surge, and I like it. Let's see if I can click on it and yes, give it just a little italicized to it.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Now I'm gonna grab all of this and I'm gonna delete it. Boom. Well, I'm not gonna delete it. Let me Control Z. Let me size this one up to it. Boom. Grab it, drag it up here. You just snap onto the line. Okay. I like it. I like the height of it. So I'm going to drag it this way and make it wider. Boom. Now here's to show you how to use the select tool. So we already know that the surge underneath it, the SURGE, they were all separate letters. So we could just go in there, zoom in, click on the E and delete it. Click on the G, the red G, and delete it. Or we know that when we use our pick tool, we can go right in there and grab all of this up until that U, click on it and delete it because we did not get the whole word surge. We're going to do it again on this side and just grab that S behind there. Boom, grab it out. That's a quick way to just select everything that's underneath without selecting the whole thing that's on top. That way you don't select surge like that. You can just select it all the way up to the S here, let it go, and you see it won't select it because we need the whole thing. But it was able to select everything underneath there by just getting half of it, boom, and then grabbing the other piece from the other side. Doing it like that will help you to move a lot faster than zooming in, clicking, and deleting. All right, we're going to click on this surge. We're going to click right here on this black here. We're going to hold shift to select them both. With them both selected, now we can press C and it will center surge to the circle or to the lightning bolt. Boom. Wait a minute. Okay. So the lightning bolt itself, we want to center surge to the circle. We're going to click on surge, hold S, hold shift, click on the circle and press C. Boom. So now it's centered to the circle. We're going to grab all of this. We're going to press Control G to group it all together. Now I want to see if I center it to everything, if it's going to change. It still changed over to the right. When visually, I'm looking at it thinking visually it should be more so here.
Yeah.
So sometimes, yeah, because of the way that S comes out up top, we don't want it to go over that far. So visually, maybe just a hair. Boom. Visually, I'm looking at it like that. It would seem like it was putting it off too far to the right side for it to be centered. Okay, boom. So now we're looking at it. The design is 8.704 by 10.236. Remember, let's Control S, save our work. We're going to name it Surge Rhinestone Tutorial. Boom. Now we're pretty much done with the design in general. We're done. Now it's time for the rhinestone part. And or decide, I'm gonna make it a little smaller. Boom. And or deciding if we want an outline on it. So we're going to start with the outline first. Open back up the design wizard. I believe truly that outlines make the design pop even more than just being a straight rhinestone designs. But that's me. That's my personal opinion.
Ray, is there any way you can send me that design
Yeah, I got you.
so I can work with you with it while you're doing it?
Here you go. Control C. Wait a minute. Nope. We're going to export it. I'm going to export it out as Surge SVG. Export the SVG here. I'm just going to do it to my downloads so I can easily find it. I'm going to come over here and I have to send it to you because it won't let us send SVGs through Messenger. So what's your email?
MARICK 2.
Okay, there it is. At Verizon.
Yep.
Boom.
Thanks.
Come to my downloads and there it is. Boom. Move all this stuff out the way. And boom.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So when we click on Surge, we notice there's nodes that come up for the SURGE. That's how we know that it's not welded yet. When you click on it and double click on it, if you bring up the cursor like so, it's still a text. What we want to do is we want to make sure to click on it and then weld it. Boom. I like to double weld it sometimes. So now we know that we double click on it and we get the nodes around it like so, that it is welded. Let's put a pop-up outline on there. We're going to go to our Place and Fill tab. We're going to go to the outside, no stones. We're going to leave it everything as is. We're going to just hit the island fill. So one island, everything else as is. I've changed my fill line spacing to auto by hitting the A here, and I pretty much left it like that. For contour spacing, it's still set up for rhinestones at 0.075. We're going to leave it like that for now, just so I can show you how to change and play with the contour spacing. Let's hit island fill. I'm going to change the color. Boom. I'm going to right click to get rid of this outline here. Boom. I'm going to deselect everything. So now we zoom in, we can see we have that outline on Surge. If we move Surge though, we will notice that all it did was place an island underneath this island 0.075 in inches bigger than the first island, if that makes sense. So you want to look at these as if they're islands floating out on a white space. And when you create another island, it's going to create that island underneath that island. And it will, to our visual, look like an outline. But if you move it, as you can see, it's just that word again, 0.075 larger than the last. So I'm going to click on this and delete it. I'm going to click on Surge again. Let's go we're going to double 0.075 to 0.15. Now let's island fill it now. And now look how much thicker it is. It is double the thickness of the first one and a thicker outline on that. Let's grab this and we can move it and we can see that it's just a thicker island underneath that island. So what we want to do, we want to take this black, hold shift, select the aquamarine, and we're going to trim. We're going to trim that through there. Trim, like so. Boom, cookie cut. I'm going to deselect. And what we're left with now is this. So now we have our outline cut out that will surround our rhinestones for our rhinestones to go inside of the black area. So to do that, let's change the color of the rhinestone. We're going to go inside now, add stones, and let's set it back up for rhinestones at 0.075. So it's always going to be set at 0.075 when you're dealing with rhinestones. But when you're not, you can play around with this contour spacing to create contour spacing or outlines on anything. Let's click on this black. We have it set up for rhinestones. Inside, add stones. We're going to island fill it. We're going to clear the path down here and then merge overlapping stones here.
What do you mean? What do you mean? If it's overlapping, it'll take care of itself?
Yes, yes. So let's go back.
Well, yeah, that's what they say. And I always punch the button and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's all part of a three-step process. So when you're using any one of these fields here, you always have to use the fill, then clear the path, and then merge overlapping objects. Let me go slower here. Let me show you. It's going to island fill it. Island fill it. You see, you have these two that are overlapping here. We have these, all of these are overlapping here. Right here, they're overlapping here. So when we clear the path.
So what does clear path mean?
I'm gonna show you. Here it is right here. As you can see, the software creates these paths or these lines that the circles are created with. When you clear the path, right here, it gets rid of those lines. And then when you merge overlapping stones, these stones here that are overlapping is going to merge them together. Boom. It merged them, but then it shifted them down just a little bit. These two, they wasn't overlapping. They just looked it like they were, so it didn't fix it down there.
So this is where your handwork comes in.
Yeah, this is where the software takes over because you can actually go in there, click there, delete that. Right here, I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to hold shift to grab them both. And then I'm going to hold control. Control will allow you to move that object up straight or down straight or left straight or right straight. It doesn't allow you to move it freely. So we're going to hold control and drag this straight up. Boom. And let it go. So now that's fixed. We want to do the same thing over here.
So what did you do? You grabbed them both.
Yep, I clicked on one. I held shift, grabbed the other one. And then I held control and dragged it straight up and let it go.
Okay.
So let me show you again. We're going to delete this one. Boom. I'm going to even delete this one. I'm going to hold control and drag this one over like so. Zoom in. Okay, it looks good. I can delete these two here because I want to click on this one, hold shift, click on this one, and you can replace stones to make the spacing equal here, or you can come to the edit tab here and use fill between two. So we're going to use fill between two. It filled it between two, but they looked way too tight.
Yeah, way too tight.
So we're going to take one away here, minus one stone. And then you want to remember to hold shift and clear the path. Boom. Even though you didn't see that line there, whenever you're using the fill between two, you want to still shift and clear the path as if you're using the replace stones to make spacing equal button. They do the exact same thing. However, one shows the line in between the stones and the other one doesn't. So as you can see here, now we can see the line. And as we add more stones to that line, you could still see that line. So if I deselect, and I try to select this stone right here, it comes out. That's not the case when you use the fill between two tool. Let me show you. So let's say we use that tool, fill between two. Let's take one away, and let's say we forget to clear the paths here. Let's deselect it. Watch what happens. Uh-oh. Boom, boom. Clear the path. Fill between two. Take one away, and then we deselect. Boom. All of these stones are still together. They're still connected together. As you can see, I just went in there and grabbed one. They're all still connected together. What we want to do is click on that row, shift, and clear the path. Now you can grab each one freely. So just rule of thumb, if you're using a fill between two tool, remember that you still have to hold shift and clear the paths.
Which one do you think's the best one to use, fill between or the other one?
I love fill between two because if you're doing a whole side, you can just use the fill between two versus equal spacing them and then click to add a stone, add a stone, add a stone, add. That's a lot. I start using the fill between two and it makes
fill between it set at 0.02. Is that where you can set the spacing in between the two? You can
correct right here.
Yeah. Well, no, down there where you were adding two. Go back to your edit.
Oh, here. Yes.
So you can change the spacing there as well.
You can.
Okay.
I pretty much leave it at 0.02. But somebody said 0.015 0.015 does pretty good too. So we'll have to see. I would think that would be a little too close, but if we can get them closer and still be able to brush them in, hey, I like it.
And these are 10s, right?
Yes. So let's fix this E here. We're just going to delete that one. I'm going to delete this one too. But I can hold control and drag this one straight over and then right click to make a copy. All right, so the text part now is done. We have an outline on the text. What we want to do now is we're going to get a little fancy schmancy. I want the inside of this circle to be filled with rhinestones. However, I cannot click. There's no area right there to fill it with rhinestones. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our ellipse tool, our circle maker. We're going to make a circle. If we just drag and if we click and drag, we're going to make a circle. Okay, we can make an oval, whatever size circle we want to. I'm going to delete that one. We hold control and drag. We make a perfect circle. So if you can hold control and drag, it makes a perfect circle. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to change the color to this pretty blue. I'm going to push it to the back by pressing B down here, selection to back. Now I'm going to hover over it. I see my crosshair. Remember, when you don't see the crosshair, that's over the red. So you want to hover over till we see the crosshair. We're going to drag it in. Visually, just getting it in there. Boom. We're going to drag it in a little more. This time we're going to use the handles. So we're going to size it a little bit like so. Boom. And then this area here, we're going to bring that out a little bit like so. And it looks like I can bring it down. Okay, so we have it for the most part. Let me get this little area right here. Boom. Okay, perfect. What I want to do now, though, is I want to take this red and I want to chop off the areas of the blue that's still sitting underneath. So I'm going to click on the red, hold shift, click on the blue. We're going to trim that out of there. Boom, like so. So now what we're left with is that shape there. All right. I'm going to click on it, place and fill. Let's use a hatch fill here. Clear the path, merge overlapping stones. Remember, it's all one at the same time. Hatch fill, clear the path, merge overlapping stones. We're going to change those to like pink so we can see them and then deselect. Okay, okay. Moving right along, moving right along. So, let's see if we can get some stones. We can definitely get some stones in there. I'm going to change these to like, let's go tan just for now. So we can see them. Click on the black. Now this time we're going to do an island fill. Island fill. Uh-oh. I know what happened. All of this. Edit. Let's nudge it out and see. Boom. Okay, so all of that is still together. My apologies. Let's right click. Ungroup all here. I'm going to select it all again. I'm going to just nudge it back in. Boom. I have my nudge set on 15. Nudge object set on 15. Oh, she must have clearly forgot. She must have clearly forgot.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. You must have clearly forgot.
What?
Yeah, I'm in training. Okay. Oh, when you get home, we got taco stuff left?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Throw me together some tacos, baby, and bring them to the shop. Okay. Thank you, love.
You're welcome, baby.
All right. All right, boom. So now, the way my mind thinks, that would be lit if that was reflective under there. So this gray area right here, we're not going to fill with rhinestones at all, because that would be lit as if it's reflective. When the light hits it, it looks like a lightning bolt. Let's get this red area here. And let's go. I'm going to just go. I like using different colors just in case I don't want it to all be the same color. I use different colors on different parts. So we're going to place and fill, island fill here again. Clear the path, merge overlapping stones. Okay, so now we're looking like, okay, those are tight. Those are real tight. I'm gonna click here and deselect them all since they're all still selected. I love that double roll look. So we just have to rewind back and fix some things in order to get that double roll inside of this red area. So I'm going to select one stone. I'm going to come over here to the Rhinestone Wizard, and I'm going to select these 3 boxes here will be your friend. One of them is select same size. Next one is select same color. Next one is select same size and color. So when we're dealing with rhinestones, we know we got 2 color rhinestones in here right now, yellow and pink. So if we click on this pink and we hit the middle one, which is select same color, going to select everything on that page that has the same color. If we click here and select same color, it's only going to select all of those yellow stones. But if we click here and select we click here and we select this one, select same color and size. We know only the pink ones are the same color and size. And once again, the yellow ones are the same color and size. If we click the very first one, select same size, it's going to see all of the circles that are the same size. And I'm edit and I can nudge those over. Boom, like so. All right, got those nudged over. We're going to work with these red pieces here. We know they need to be just a little thicker in order to hold 2 rows and not one. So we're going to go to our place and fill tab. We're going to thicken up these rows, this circle. I mean, we can do it the long way. I don't think I'm going to do it the long way because I like it, but I want to make it better. I'm going to delete it. Boom. Well, let's click over here to CorelDRAW and delete it. All right. We're going to redo that circle too. We're going to do our brand new circle. That's a circle. Boom. I held control when I did it and I just made the circle. I'm going to change it to green. I'm going to push it to the back. I'm going to hold shift, select my black, and let's center it. Oh, I didn't select it. Select the black and then center it. Boom. Let's get rid of this blue. Boom. And we know that we want it more so because we already did it already. Boom. Like that. So that's where we got it at. Perfect. We want a double outline on the outside of it. So here's what we can do. We're going to click on the green. We're going to go to our contour spacing here. Let's say we liked it at 0.15 thickness. Remember, let's take it off of add stones. Remember, we want it on the outside. So let's do an island fill. See what we get. We need it a little thicker. I want it a little thicker. So I'm going to click back over here on CorelDRAW up here. As we can see, it's still selected. So I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to click on the green. Now let's go 0.25 this time instead of 1.5, 2.5. Island fill. That's a little better. But I think I want to just, no, that's perfect. Let's change it to pink. Let's right click to get rid of that outline on there. I think I need it a little thicker. I want it a little thicker. So let's go from 2.5 to 0.30. Click on it and island fill. There we go. That looks like it should be thick enough. Okay. Let's change it to pink so we can see it. Right click, get rid of that outline on there. So now we have to remember though, it's just a pink circle underneath there. So we still have to chop out what we need. So I'm going to grab my green here, which is just that green circle. We're going to click on the green, hold shift, click on the pink. And we're going to trim that green through that pink. So now what we're left with for the pink is our outline. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to click on the black, hold shift, click on the pink. Let's trim that through. So what we're left with is now we have our pieces like so. The gray piece is still, let's wireframe it. See, the gray piece is still over top of that pink piece. There's two ways we can do it. We can click the pink, edit, and nudge it out. So that way we got it by itself. We can double click on the pink and go in there and just delete these nodes to get rid of that little divot there. Or, see, that's what I'm saying. As you get more and more advanced with the software, you'll start thinking of solutions. We're going to go in there and click on this gray, hold shift, click on the pink, and trim that out of there. Boom. We still got left with two little nodes right there, as we see here. If we double click on the pink, we can see those nodes right there. So let's just get those out of there. Also, okay, perfect. Let's double check, make sure we got it all. Here's the green. Here's the pink. Perfect. So now we got to do it the reverse way. We're going to take the black, hold shift, click on the green, and trim that out of there. So now our green looks like this. And now we got to get the last little piece out of there. This gray, hold shift, click on the green, and trim it out of there. Boom. So now our green looks like this. Boom. Our pink looks like this. Boom. And we're good to go. So now when we hatch fill it, place and fill, remember to set it back up for rhinestones. 0.075. Inside, add stones. When we click on it and we hatch fill it, it's clean left to right, left to right. Let's clear the path, merge overlapping stones. Because remember, our circle wasn't a full circle. It was like a oblong circle and it was tilted to the side. This time we made it a straight circle. And as you can see, let's see here. We're going to nudge this over. Boom. That way we can grab all of these. I'm going to deselect all of these over here. Let me change those to purple. That way I can select all of the pink stones and nudge them over. So look at that. Cleaner left to right. That's because I decided to just use ChatGPT for a reference and then redesign based on we could still go in there and find that. Remember that lightning bolt S that we looked up on Google?
Right.
Yeah, we could have placed that in there on top of our two circles, and then added our text. The possibilities are endless. I'm going to get rid of this one because I no longer need it. Boom. I'm going to nudge this back in. Boom. I would nudge this one in, but I moved it. So now I'm going to just hold control, drag it over. Then I'm going to just zoom in and hold control again to fine tune it right back in there. There we go. Boom, shakalaka. So now let's see if we can get our double row here on the outside. Place and fill, island fill. Perfect. Clear the path, merge overlapping stones. Perfect. We got what? A few stones to fix here. We can just grab them and do them by eye. Boom. Like this one. I could just move him right on in. Like boom. This one, move it right on in like so. Boom. All right. And this one, I'm going to move this one up here. Let go. It's still selected. I'm going to just hold shift. Uh-oh. I'm continuously holding shift as I select the stones in this row. I let go of shift to zoom out so that I can get more stones. Then I hold shift again to continue my selection. Let me control S, save my work, and then equal space here. Let's add a stone. Shift. Now you see when we use equal space, it made that line in there. We want to hold shift and clear that path to get rid of that line going through your stones.
So even though you only needed one, did you need a stone or you just made it equal spacing once you?
Exactly. I did only need one stone, but I like to grab other stones in that row just to equal space them all.
Okay.
Versus just equal spacing those three. You know what I'm saying? So right here, I could have just did this, hold shift, grab this one, and then equal space between those two.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes doing that, it to me looks like, okay, if I would have did 8 of them, let's see here. If it shifts it any more, if I grab more along down the row, or we ain't gonna see any difference. Let's see here. It a tiny hair, you know,
Right.
they conform just a tiny bit. So I don't know. That's just me. You know, I like them to be equally spaced.
What about the circle, the green that is not all filled in, like at the top there where it's just three?
Yep, I was getting there.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I'm like, that's driving me crazy.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to fit them in there though.
Here we go.
One or two.
What I like to do is the honeycomb effect. So
Oh yeah.
we have a few options. I'm gonna show you. Let's grab one, drag it in, put it right here. Can we get another one in here? Yes, we can. Perfect. Right there.
No, that's gonna overlap on the vinyl, isn't it?
What vinyl?
Oh, that's okay. No, you're right. But
The only vinyl we're using,
oh, that's right, inside.
yeah, we may use vinyl for the black
Right.
on the lightning bolt,
Yeah,
but we
see,
use
I wouldn't put one there. That's gonna be on the in the other.
watch this, watch me. We're going to hold control. We're going to drag it over to this side. We're going to get it in. Okay, let's see. Right here. Boom. Zoom in. Make sure it's nestled in there. And we're going to hold control. We're going to grab this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Okay.
Into equal space. We're going to add a stone. Add a stone. That looks good. Can we add one more? One more looks crowded. Let's take one back. Shift and clear the path. And even, we probably didn't even have to do this one or this one. But now it gives it that curvature that we're looking for.
Yeah.
It's still stair step here on the side. So that's, when you're doing rhinestones, that's the battle that you battle with yourself. Because here's the other way. Let me show you. Watch this. So I settle for this way, and I settle for using the hatch fill like so. Because when you use the island fill, when you're dealing with curves as such, when you go to place and fill, and you use the island fill, you got to take it off of one island and put it on 0 islands. If you're trying to get a full fill, here's what happens. Click on it. That's island fill. Clear. Merge overlapping stones. So you're either going to get the stair step here on the circle on the outside, or you're going to use the island fill and get that perfect curvature on the circle, but then you have these gaps in the inside to where it turned to make the straight row for the lightning bolt, but then it had to make the curve part for the circle. So it gets lost in translation, like right here. And then all of this right here. And then this area here. So you'll be fighting your battles, picking and choosing your battles, deciding. Let me show you. Whether you want.
What would you choose?
I personally like this way.
Yeah, I like that one better.
The left to right, left to right, left to right. And I just sacrifice. So you see how it goes down like steps here. Boom, boom, boom.
Which one do you like, Denise?
Yeah.
It's I mean, I always thought that you can always fill it in, just always. I like the first one better.
You can. So with this here, with the first, all right, let's get rid of all of this over here.
I mean, if you were selling that, I mean, if you was doing that for somebody, a customer, what do you tell them that,
Yeah, so that's why me personally, boom, grab all of this, move it. Me personally, I like, because look, when we edit it and nudge it back in there, for the most part, let me fix this bottom piece
Well,
here.
why don't you take the green out from underneath of it? I don't think you're going to be able to. Yeah, see, you can add a couple more and.
Yeah, I would have to add as much as possible.
Boom, boom, boom. But then you get into trying to fill it like a tumbler. So now you have SS10 stones, and then you try to squeeze in SS.
Yeah, at the sixes. And...
So we take all of the color away. Boom.
Yeah.
And let's just go ahead and place it on them. Let's just go ahead and do a mock-up. Mock-ups, we're gonna just throw it on a burnout front shirt. Wait a minute. I could have simulated the stones right there, but I'll just do it here. I'll grab all of the same size and then just simulate. Boom. Deselect. And there I'll simulate it. Let's change it to a black shirt. Let's change these to yellow. I'm gonna group them together. Right click group. Select all the pink. Right click group. Let's drag this up. So let's say these were clear stones. And then these right here. Well, let's change the color first of those before I can select these, because they were yellow too. We're going to right click and group those together. Let's just change them to like a red. I'm going to drag all of this down just a little bit because it's just a little too close for my visual. Boom. And then let's say we did red stones on the outside as well. We might not even need that outline. Oh, yep. I will go gray on that outline as well, like so. Oh.
Pretty.
Yeah, I don't think it's with that color combination doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, so you can't really, I
I mean, you can see it, but I mean, it's just, I mean, you might be able to add one there.
So here's also what I do when it becomes too. If I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I don't really like the stair step right here. There's a way that you can do it. It just when it comes to me, it boils down to time at the end of the day. You put so much more time and effort into it, you got to go up on the price because it's more labor. But you can do it like this, where I'll say we're going to delete that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Maybe even that one, that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, let's start right there. We're going to grab here an equal space. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm just holding shift and grabbing these around. Boom, even to here. Boom, equal space. Add a stone, add a stone, add a stone. We're just adding stones in there. That right there is good. Shift and clear the path. So now what we can do is, let's delete this one out of there. Going to equal space these four. Boom. Shift and clear the path. Going to equal space these 5. Shift and clear the path. So we're gonna we recreated this circle here, but now on all of these stones here,
Just do it row by row.
row by what row, we have to equal space them if we want to not pretty much see that stair step or see any gaps. You have to go in there and do it row.
Basically, you're making your own honeycomb in a way.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's piecing it and it's coming together. But right here, I would want to equal space all of these. So you'll find yourself moving and shifting the stones to get that desired look, and equal spacing row after row after row after row after row. I've done that at times, especially if I'm already if it's more than $150 that I'm charging this individual for a shirt. I might take the extra time,
Right.
the extra hours that I might have to put in to say, okay, I don't want that to be stair steppy like down here, but I can fix it. I just know it's going to take time.
Well, I guess that's where you ask the client, this is going to be like this, but there might be a little gas, but for, an extra half hour, I can spend.
I've never asked a client. Nobody ever made that big of a difference. When they get the shirt, I mean, there's places on here.
Yeah.
That I have on now. There's places on here where you can't even tell that it did that stair step thing, Once all of the rhinestones are on the shirt and you see the finished product, this little area right here is not going to make or break the person's heart. Look at that.
Yeah, that makes
I'm telling you, I've never had somebody come back to me and say, I don't like how it can I get a refund or can you do it over? Because I don't like how it does this. I mean, the rhinestones are in there perfect. It looks wonderful, wonderfully gorgeous,
It does. It does.
I felt like you could have got another stone here. Nope, not once. It ain't never happened, But if you ever come into that, just remember, okay, ma'am, I can fix it, but it's gonna take 3-4 hours. Like, you know what I mean? And you'll decide if it's worth that to you, or I'm trying to move on to my next design.
Yeah. Now, I know we're running out. Really quick, how hard is it now to go to? How do I tell how many stones are in that? Where's in the software? Is it this?
Watch this. We're gonna highlight this whole thing. Boom, and right down here, bottom right. This little fella right here. See the design info with stone count, size, and colors. We left click on that. Bada boom, bada bing. And then it pops up.
Oh, okay.
Breaks it down for you. But one thing I can tell you that it does do is do not depend on this part here. Because if you look at it, it says design is 9.95 inches tall and 8.7 inches in width, when it's actually 9.952 by 8.753. I don't know why I take that last number off of there, but that last number could be critical, especially when it comes to you cutting out the correct circle size. I don't know why they leave that third digit off, but Okay, so let's say we did our mock-up. Boom. Now I've already grouped the stones together. So now we can just play around with our mock-up and say, okay, so these are our home colors or whatever, and then grab it, drag it. I'm holding control, drag, and right click to make a copy. And boom, let's change the shirt to white. Right click on the black. And these are our away colors or whatever, home and away, Or you can have a gray version as well, too. Grab it, drag it one more time, create you a gray mock-up.
That's great. You can do that right there.
Right. right here. So say you're doing it for the different schools and you're like, okay, so I made you some mock-ups, tell me your home colors, tell me your away colors, and you can pretty much send it all to them just like this in a pretty fancy mock-up showing the 3 different variations. Just that quick and fast inside the software. Here's what I like to do though, especially when you're um showing off rhinestone mock-ups. You come to the mock-up tab, we hit this add bling here, and then we go boom, we add some bling.
Oh yeah, I've seen that where yeah.
Well, I've seen that too, and I was like, how do they do that?
Uh-huh.
I like to add just this one and then deselect add bling, and then I like to use this one. I like to resize it just a little smaller because it can be a little large. But then after I resize it, I'll grab it, drag it, and then spacebar, 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 spacebar. Just by grabbing it and dragging it, I'm just pressing the spacebar to stamp another one. And that speeds up my workflow tenfold from having to zoom in and do it one at a time. Boom, I can just pop them in there with the spacebar. Boom, boom. Get a couple more. Boom. That changes visually what the people see. And they're like, okay, yeah, I can tell that those are rhinestones versus this one over here. Check this out. Even, let me select all of those. Boom. I'm going to grab them and drag them over here and right click to make a copy. Boom. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Let me drag them in just. Well, that's okay. I'll leave them like that. That's cool with me. Nope. I'm gonna drag them. Oh, you gotta drag them in from the center. There we go. Right there on top. Boom. Makes a big difference even on white shirts where you can see
Yeah.
that pop of, okay, are those stones moving? Boom. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, okay. So when you do it like that, it does mend those two together. So as you can see,
Oh,
it selects that one and its copy over there. Okay, so I get it. Boom. So I'll just grab another one. Boom. Deselect it. Resize it just a little bit. And I love sending multiple color mock-ups to the customer because you're prompting an upsell. You're prompting, oh, okay, so do you like it in this color or this color? Or maybe,
That's true.
huh?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes. Our key goal is to not sell one shirt. We want to sell a a bundle. We can sell one shirt for $25. But if we sold 100 of those shirts, you know what I'm saying? We just made 250. I mean, we just made $2,500. You know what I'm saying?
what's your take on rhinestone shirts in the summertime? Wearing them in the summertime. I mean, I know we press them on with a heat of 380, 400, and it's never that outside.
You press that high?
380, 400, yeah, for 50, for 60 seconds,
Sublimation.
maybe 50 seconds, yeah.
Wow.
And I've done that with a sweatshirt and went back and looked at the sweatshirt and they came off and I said, I didn't press them long enough or I don't know what happened.
Wow.
When it comes to the sweatshirt, it's pressure.
Yeah, it's
I
not
need more,
not the
I need
heat,
more
it's the
pressure.
pressure.
Yeah.
Not enough pressure. Okay. So
Thicker
what is your take on selling them in the summertime? Rhinestone.
year round,
People love rhinestones.
I know, but my thought, I mean,
And then go to tank tops. Go to tank tops in the summertime. And I tell you what, sports bras are big time too. Whether it be cheer or dance or whatever, sports bras are a big thing. Also, another big seller, and it's here around here. I got one is the athletic jackets.
mhm.
They're a big seller with stuff on the back of it. Women love the athletic jackets, the kids too.
Yeah, I know that women love the bling. They love the bling, and that's what they see. Like one of the things I say to them, and I'm talking about the summertime, like don't leave them in your car. You know, you bought the shirt, just remember don't leave it in your car. I'm talking about if it's summertime.
Oh, you
I've never had a problem with the stuff coming off or melting or whatever at all.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I didn't quite know what you were referring to. The only caveat for rhinestones is do not dry the shirts because the
I
from the
I even had my girls' teams, they wash and dry all their stuff, and I've never had a problem.
yeah, I mean over time. So what I've realized is the heat from the dryer it heats up the stones, which
Yeah.
will allow them to fall off over time after
Mhm.
you've heated it up so many times. But you're right. There's been plenty of times I've thrown my rhinestone shirts in the dryer and they were just fine. But I would just say not time over again because you are wearing the adhesive down with each time you heat it up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So PRW Design Wizard and Corel Draw, two different things, or TRW comes within. In other words, what would I have to buy? Both these things or one?
Okay, so um Corel Draw is the head software. So you want to buy Corel Draw first. You know, you can buy Corel Draw from directly from their site, and I believe they have specials going on all the time. After you buy Corel Draw, you want to go to TRW, the Rhinestone Wizard, and all you need to purchase from that site is their the 5.0 Design Wizard 5.0 Pro. Once you have Corel Draw installed and then you install the Design Wizard 5.0 Pro, um, uh, there's a video online showing you how to get this here. But if not, you can just reach out to me, you know, and I'll jump into your computer remotely and help you to install the toolbar.
He gives you when you buy it from him. Like I bought the whole thing from him. He has a package deal where he'll sell you the Design Wizard plus the Corel Draw all as a package.
Mary, it's not on the site anymore. It's not on the website anymore.
Are you serious?
The bundle is gone, sweetheart. You know,
Oh shoot! I just bought it like 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
a lot of people just bought it 3-4 months ago. I went
Oh wow!
and it was gone. Look,
That's
look,
wow.
software. See, we go to software and we go to Design Wizard.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yep. See,
there's a trial. Yeah, you're right.
they just have the Design Wizard here. They don't have the bundle anymore. Let's go to software again. Let's go to Corel Draw now.
Yeah, because oh.
Yep, they're not even selling Corel Draw by itself anymore. Like you know what I mean, or with the bundle.
Wow, because for like $800 I got both of them.
Yep, A69, A6,
Yeah.
it's gone. So
I wonder if he lost his I mean, because I was like, wow, he must have a contract with CorelDRAW or something.
that's what
I actually got my number from Corel. You know how you have to have a registration number for Corel? Yeah, I got my registration number and everything.
I'm not quite sure what happened. You know, he might have lost the license to sell, or
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure, but
Yeah, so now you got to buy CorelDRAW. So now it's even going to be more expensive, probably. Because what's CorelDRAW?
CorelDRAW was initially $5.99, and then the Rhinestone Wizard was $5.99. But I'm saying this, for the $1,000 software, uh, I've done great things with this software. You know, I've used this software to create signs for other businesses. You know,
Mhm.
that was a $590 paycheck, you know, and I did no work outside of create the sign, create the mock-up for them, and then I sent it to a fabricator that created the sign and went and installed it. The total work for it was like 3,300. My cut was 590, and I don't know how to make signs at all. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Denise, I think you've already got a business going. So I think for you,
Well, I don't have a business. I have a wannabe business, and I just want to do things easier. I don't think I'm not a designer, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
I'm,
with this type of software, different softwares, it helps you to become one, I think. Because the rhinestone world I've looked at many of times, and then Rhinestone University. So you're Rhinestone University.
correct.
yes.
See, I didn't know that until now. I've seen on Facebook, I've been following different things, and I'm like, I need to hear people talk about
Well, really, I think Design Wizard's the only one I think around software around where
that works
that
like
you can produce your own designs.
I
Silhouette Studio. So inside of Rhinestone University, I'm not a gatekeeper in no way. My goal is for everyone to learn, regardless of who they learn from or what software they choose to ultimately get. So we have three more trainers in Rhinestone University, and they teach solely on Silhouette Studio software.
yeah.
Silhouette Studio software, I believe, is $150, but um, it takes three, four, maybe 5 times longer to create the designs. You
Right, right.
know,
By by looking at you do this today, I'm like, oh my God, what have I been doing all this long time? And Silhouette Studio, I mean, their business edition I bought 100 years ago. I still have it, and I don't think I paid $50 for it back then. So I just wanted something, and it looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the circles come in neater on the
Design Wizard. Yeah.
yeah, it's neat, they're because on Silhouette, I mean, I could be putting circles everywhere, and it's just like my
As
circles
long
get
as you
all
keep your
over.
needle clean and a clean mat and everything, the circles come out great
Well, I'm
on
not talking about the cut. I'm talking about
oh,
the actual. Once you fill it with, well, it's the template
It's
that
the template.
when
Yeah.
you look at it, if like I was saying with how what you just did, like it's killing me that it's not all filled in.
uh,
I would have just put circles all in with, in the business edition, and it looks like I just put them all in. There's no form or no.
Yeah. So check this out. So trust and believe, when I first got started, I was just like you. I'm a perfectionist to the point to where I really want it to look like I want it to look. So I got here. So it really boils down to how much time that you want to spend per design, to get it right. So you can do it like this too. Remember, once you learn it, you're going to start workarounds. So watch this. We're going to make our one island so we can get that edge perfect. Island fill. Boom. Clear the path, merge overlapping stones. Let me change them yellow so we can see it. Boom. So now we got our perfect edge on the outline.
Yeah.
That's 0.075 into the green, right? Let's go 0.15 now into the green. This time we're going to go 0 and go hatch field inside of there. Let's see. Hatch field. Little tight, clear the path, merge overlapping stones.
It's better though. I mean, get rid of.
Uh,
I'd rather get rid of some stones.
So now we have these overlaps. Let's see if we can highlight the whole thing and merge overlapping stones.
So then you'll have the red. Now, how do you take the red out? That's where, when I go to remove the red, it takes out all my stones.
Hold on, what? Oh no, you're referring to the other one. So let's try that one because the merge overlapping stones didn't.
No, I did the highlight.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yep.
Mark bottom overlapping stones red.
Right.
So we click on that. This goes back to show you what I was referencing to from the beginning. So now we see all the red stones, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we have to do is we have to click here on Corel Draw. Boom. Now hit delete. Boom.
Okay, because I was before, then I was taking them all out. It was taking all my stones away.
Right. So
okay.
Let me put a black box up underneath there and see if it actually looks better. Yeah, it's not bad, but you still got to do cleanup, you know? And it's still
in a circle, I think you're gonna have to do any type of work.
Well, I like the one where it did the circle all the way around.
So you do the edge first and then the fill, and you rather take out than add to.
Yeah. And that's where everybody creates their own style when it comes to creating rhinestone designs, you know?
Because one other thing really quick that she might be interested in, might sell her on this software, do a burst around that circle and show her what else it does.
Oh, that.
The island fill burst. Watch this, Denise. This is what's cool.
Yeah. So I was working with someone on this where I do with my circle. I think I deleted it. Okay. Don't worry, be happy. Let me go to my mock-up.
This is one that you'll sell a lot of stuff, and especially to the younger generation too, is this island fill burst that everybody loves.
Okay, let me go back because I took it away. I think I deleted it. All right. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just going to do a rendition of it. Boom. Ba-da. Boom. Here we go. We're going to just edit and nudge it out. Boom. Place and fill.
We went the outside, right?
Yeah. Decrease count by. So I was playing around. We was playing around with these numbers, and I may have to reference back to that training. But let's see here. Was it by 2? And fade by, I believe that number was higher.
You know, you gotta do your islands though.
Let's do like 5. No, let's go 8 islands. And then scatter contour, scalar ellipse on the outside. And wait a minute. See? Look how far it went out. Hold on. Let's go back. So decrease count by.
We don't have a full circle there.
Hmm?
Well, your circles broke up. That's why it's not going to give you.
All right. Okay. Let me just do an example
Oh
with,
yeah, just so yeah.
and then see, I don't do these often, but I do have a tutorial where me and a lady we played around with these numbers until we got it perfect.
No, you don't want Hatchville.
Hold on.
There you go.
Okay. So
Why aren't they giving stones? Scatter, scatter. You want scatter contour.
you think so? Okay, let's try it. See, I don't play around with these a lot.
What
No.
the-
See, it's putting okay, and it's putting okay. Okay, hold on. Wait a
What
minute.
density? What's your put in the density?
Here we go. It's right here. 0.075. Change that back. And then I don't think
A
I
three. Put a three in there.
a three. Let's
Yeah.
try it. See, you may have played around with this more than I have.
Why is it going out like the bullseye?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, oh, go up here, do, oh, you forgot to put island fill up there. Go to your drop down box.
Where at?
Under, up here,
Right here?
yes. Do faded heart, island. Right there.
See, I'm learning something new.
All right, now do it.
Okay, that is it. Boom.
Yeah. Now take out your, take out your, no, your, you gotta take your line out, your lines.
Yep.
Or, you know how you, what's it called? Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. See?
Oh yeah. And actually, here we go.
Isn't that cool, Denise?
That's rhinestones all on the outside.
Yeah, that's all rhinestones. Now you can put like a monogram in there, or you can put anything inside, and that's all rhinestones.
Now let's do it like this.
Yep.
And let's go not 10 islands. Let's go 15 islands.
Oh, that could be a big one.
And then fade by 0.04.
Nope, not Hatchville.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Island field. Clear the path, merge overlapping stones. I think I had my, oh, okay. So it did my fade in the inside good,
Yep.
but not on, okay. So that's something
But you can still delete those outside ones and get a cool effect. Delete the outside
yeah,
ones.
these right here, like so.
Uh-huh. And then you get your inside burst. Yep. And look, you got your nice inside burst.
So I got to play around with them a little more, but
Yep.
yep.
Now take off your, there you go. There. Isn't that cool?
Oh, pretty.
And then a lot of people like you could put monograms in there or whatever and sell those too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mary. But
So this video will be on, I mean, is it available to us or no?
yeah.
How
After we get done, it typically takes about an hour for the video to render. After the video renders, then I place it onto my YouTube at a private link. That way I send you guys that private link so you can watch it at your convenience anytime.
Okay.
you have my information?
I was gonna send it directly in Messenger.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That way inside Messenger, you're able to actually click on it and then view it at any time.
At any time. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. So the second class, which starts in like less than a half hour, what's that class about? I don't remember.
Okay, so the second class will teach you how to then take what you design inside CorelDRAW and place it on your own Etsy to start generating revenue.
Is that what that was? All right, I'll listen. I'll just sit and listen. I won't say anything.
Oh, I'm not in that class. I don't know about all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Here's not.
I read it wrong. You know what it is? I was stuck on what I saw, the image that I saw. I didn't know if I was going to see that, how you did that.
Oh, which one?
On Facebook that
That
introduced.
Simpson image.
No, it was hold on. I have to look at it again because I says, "Oh my God, if he does this, I just want to." It was the rhinestones with the vinyl.
I do so many. Was it inside the Rhinestone University group?
Yeah, that's the only group I
Let's see here.
Well, Ray, I have a question too. Do you do private lessons as well?
Yes, I do. I do one-on-ones.
Okay, because I'm going on vacation soon, so not in the next week or so, but after I get back from vacation, because I need a break. Can I sign up with a private thing so we can go more in depth into actually designing more into the design wizard and doing some functions that I'm having difficulties with?
Most definitely. I host my one-on-ones are a little more pricey.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I've already invested in. I need to get good with it. I mean,
The way I do my one-on-ones is we start off, I let you tell me what it is that you need help with, and we dive hardcore into that until you're proficient at it.
okay.
it's
Yeah.
Give,
it's
give me about an hour. I will have the the training up and available to view. And Miss Denise, give me about 20 minutes and we'll be able to start our second half. Unless when I come back to my computer and I try to go live on Zoom for the second half, if it won't let me because it's still rendering, then I may have to wait until after the render is done before I can go live and record another one.
so you'll send me another link or do I just leave this up?
No, I'll send you a totally new link that goes for the second half.
Okay, at 4 o'clock. So it said joy dripping.
What's that?
That's
You
on,
had that on. I think it was a T-shirt.
is that on YouTube?
Oh, a toys drip.
Oh, is it toy, not joy?
Yeah, it's toys drip. It's a lady. She does nails. Her name is Toy Kia, and and
But
she wanted a work shirts for her business, and that's the name of her business, Toys Drip.
that's what caught my attention.
Oh, I will dive into that and show you exactly how I did that. It's a lot more simple than you think. It's a
Maybe he could change the name for you, Denise.
I don't know. So, all right. So, well, yeah, because this class is over.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, it was good meeting you guys.
Nice
And
meeting.
I will get back with you, Ray, after I get back from the beach.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Bye,
All right.
guys.
Bye. All right. So I'll be back on in 20 minutes.
All right.
See you then.
See you then.
All right. Bye.